So this particular altar here, the Sri Yantra on top, meaning the union of masculine and feminine, and we have the Dakini altar. It's, I would say, the principal main altar. It never really changes much, you know. It has different images of Kuan Yin. It has all the archetypal symbols. We have the Dakini, the Naginis, and the Jade Kuan Yin, the peacock feathers, which are related to her legends as well. Oops, we fell. And then we have, you know, the dragon and the pearl and the lotus. We have lotuses. And sometimes I find something else, you know, like we have a bell and a mini gong. Oops, there it is. There's a little gong. But, you know, these are all archetypal symbols and images that remind us of these beautiful philosophical practices of the East, you know, that are deeply connected to this lineage that I'm very deeply connected to as well. And the conch shell, a thousand arms. And to me, for some reason, this realm is very deeply connected to crystals. This is something I haven't quite uncovered in a research way, but this is what comes to me. This one particular came out of Tibet, out of a temple. It's very mysterious how these beings are connected to the Taoist and also Tibetan Buddhist traditions. These are the Nagis, Nagas, beings, and the conch shell. This one still has a piece of fabric here. This one has 7 cobras, some have 5. So it's very hard to find one with 7. So I love this one because it has 7 of them. So these are winged serpents. The Naginis are winged serpents. And like many other mysterious beings who came to teach us, like Quetzalcoatl, you know, he was a winged serpent. So who knows, they all came from a special place in the universe to teach us something. And to some, they are just symbols. They're not real. And we'll not fight over that. We can all agree to disagree. Yeah, and this is like the central piece of the temple. It is originally a fireplace, and we have Kuan Yin residing there. We have Divine Mother here with the 3 gods within her. It's like she is holding Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva inside her. It's literally Divine Mother, as the Indians' concept of Divine Mother is. Then there we have Tara. Here we mix a few elements. And here we have Mary, and sometimes the centerpiece will change depending on the evolution of what's being explored in the temple. Right now we've been exploring Mary a lot and her messages of love and compassion, unity, and purification of our hearts, purification of our souls, and surrendering to brotherhood, sisterhood, love. And we have our singing bowls here. It's beautiful beings that, you know, this is divine empowerment. There's a beautiful sister in Kauai that designs these and creates them. That's It's Divine Joy, the blue one. And here we have the Great Mother of the West. She is one of the highest members, deities of the Taoistic pantheon. Very powerful, very beautiful, lots and lots of beautiful initiatory mysteries connected to her. And here's the wheel of life and the wheel of time. By the Celtic cosmology, we have all the holy days like Beltane, Yule, and Luganash, and then I try to keep all the elements here: earth, water, fire, and air. The incense that was burning earlier, that just burned out over there, would symbolize air. Then I light candles every day. And we keep prayers, some special prayers that people request me to put here. And here we have a mix of cosmologies. This is Danu, one of the most powerful goddess of the Tuatha De Danann, Irish mystical pantheon. Here we have also the triple goddess, and it's maiden, mother, and crone. This is Ishkasel, a beautiful being from the Mayan cosmology that I'm connected to as well. We have a little sage that I burn in the morning. Spend some time here just focalizing a little bit of light and prayer for the... Then we have Mother, the Queen of Heaven, just like Inanna, and the 3 children that she appeared to. And that over there was a gift from a dear friend, Gary. Oh, this is Kachina, as interpreted by our Native American beings. The powerful Kachina, mythic Kachina. This is a wand from Glastonbury, and it's made of, I believe, ash wood. It was speaking to me at the time, and I brought this with me at a store there. And this is actually a gift from my son, believe it or not. It's a beautiful, powerful dagger. You know, its symbolism is to cut through the veils of illusion into truth. Cut cords that don't serve us anymore. It's not really, but it's a beautiful piece of work. And it's like a symbol of the sword. It's a smaller aspect of the sword of truth for me. This is a beautiful Kuan Yin that I found at a garden store, and she called me and I brought her home, and now she sits here. And we have right here an urn where prayers from our circles go in. Some of them after being in the shamanic altar, and there's hundreds of them. They build quite fast. Intentions and prayers, they stay here by her feet until they're ready to be taken out in the solstice and burned in the fire ceremony. And this is a beautiful Indian bowl as well, handmade, that I got from Encinitas, I think, this store there. Self-Realization Fellowship store. So here's our meditation nook where Tazzy loves to hide in. Yeah, she loves the meditation nook. It has a celestite ray, selenite ray actually falling from this accurately built pyramid that mimics exactly, and it's 24 karat gold plated with copper thread holding the crystal. So it's a powerful place to meditate because you have also this beautiful energy of Earth, Gaia, showering down on it. And it's beautiful and cozy and inspiring. Yeah, I think Tazzy created a little cave over there. I'm gonna leave it open. And here, the phoenix, which is the Phoenix Temple symbol, which is the one that never dies. It's always reborn, rising from the ashes. She's sitting over the anointing oils. We have many anointing oils here, especially from the Emerald Temple, which are absolutely must-haves if you're into anointing. EmeraldTemple.com, and the work of Diane Dubrow. And yes, then we have instruments there for our chants and flutes and drums, hand drums, African drums, hang drums. What? Oh, and that harmonium there I got also at Self-Realization Fellowship store in Encinitas. This pyramid, yeah, it's was asking. I've had it for a while, but at the end of last year, it wanted to be here for the first time, so I brought it down. And they say this is a time that the pyramids are awakening in the world, and I really didn't know that. And not just One Meow confirmed it, but Maya has been saying that now as well, that the pyramids in the world that are buried under mountains, some of them are just known as mountains, like Kunlun and Kailash, and is it Kailash? Yes, Kailash. And the pyramids are there, they're under there. And then of course the Egyptian ones, and there's Mexican ones, and there's many in China that people don't even know about. They're awakening up. There's a phoenix, beautiful painting from Oceana. And over here, the Empress, the Great Empress, who in the golden age of China was considered also a divine emanation, just like the Emperor is the dragon. The Empress is represented in the phoenix. So you see the phoenixes are flanking the Empress. And this was a gift by a beloved of mine. Oh, and here's the dragon at the base. The phoenix and the dragon are archetypal animals deeply related to the divine royalty of China. Yeah. Okay, and here at the entrance to the temple, as you walk through the front doors, you have an altar as well. And it moves around. So here we have Inanna, Queen of Heaven, surrounded by the celestial star systems. Each one of them are named here, our visible sky. And standing next to the lions. Her animals are the owl and the lions. And we have messages of love here, hope, joy, friends, gratitude. And here we have Mary, that was in my mother's house that I brought right after she passed. And this is a shrine I created. And the other day she said, I want incense too. So I put an incense there. We have a queen right here that I love. She has traveled with me all over the world because I usually carry a travel altar with me. And I usually light the light through her and she glows. She was in the main altar for a long time, and now she's right here taking care of my mama's soul. And that's my mother's picture. And it's very old. I'm trying to see if I can get somebody to repair it, but she is so happy. She's wearing no protection, and she's very close to a beehive She was learning, and she graduated in apiculture, and it was one of the happiest times of her life to be around nature and the bees. So I took this off the wall when I went there last December. And this is her little shrine. We have Mary, that she loved Mary so much. I brought this one from Portugal as well. And I keep it here with flowers for her. Oops. And these are her ashes. And it's so beautiful that I can keep her ashes with a candle on top. There's two urns, our pictures, and some incense.